This might be the moment where the Kardashian empire starts shaking for real. A truck driver was just sentenced in the UK after getting caught smuggling almost $10 million worth of illegal drugs hidden inside a shipment connected to Kim Kardashian's Skims clothing line.
Not them finna charge Kim K with a Fed RICO, her and her mama. Where they do that at? I'm just trying to figure out they said the case finna be more than the Diddy case. More extreme than a Diddy case.
Now, to be clear, this does not mean Kim was personally involved. But once people started looking closer, the story opened the door to a whole pile of old questions about the Kardashian business machine, and that's where things get messy.
British court has sentenced a truck driver to 13.5 years in prison for smuggling £7 million, about $8.4 million worth of cocaine, hidden in shipments of Kim Kardashian's Skims underwear and clothing.
Remember when Ray J claimed Kim and Kris Jenner could face serious legal trouble one day? Or when Katt Williams said something about Kim's world felt off, especially with the way some of the men around her seemed to spiral after being close to the family? And these whispers around the Jenner brand are not new at all. Over the years, people have brought up all kinds of allegations, from Kim reportedly being questioned by the FBI in the past, to claims about her allegedly taking advantage of celebrities like Brandy and Britney Spears. Then there are the claims about Kris Jenner's church being used as a tax setup, which made people side-eye the whole family even more.
If what I'm saying is not correct, then how does she end up with Pete Davidson?
I mean, it happens all the time.
And what if you weren't even good enough for Pete and he leaves you?
And just when the story could not get any darker, Kanye West once publicly accused the Kardashians of being involved in something extremely disturbing. Again, these are claims and allegations, not proven facts, but the internet is not letting them disappear. There is a lot to break down here, so let's get into it. Now let's get into this truck driver mess first, because this whole situation is wild. People online are already saying it feels like only a matter of time before some serious government files start popping up around the Kardashian name.
Kardashian was actually caught by the FBI, questioned, but never taken into custody.
Back in September 2025, a Polish truck driver named Jakub Jan Kunkel was stopped by border officers at the port of Harwich in the UK. His truck was carrying what looked like a regular legal shipment of Skims clothing, but officers clearly felt something was not right. So they ran an X-ray scan on the truck, and that is when everything flipped. Hidden inside the rear trailer doors was a secret compartment packed with 90 kilos of illegal drugs, reportedly worth around $9.4 million.
From you, or they stole from your sister, they stole from your mom. You're using that as an example because of the lawyer fees attached to this, or...
They stole 800 grand, it was like 600,000 to 800,000 off my mom's credit card and Brandy's credit card.
To do what?
They stole it.
According to police, the driver had made a 16-minute stop during his route, and that is when he picked up the packages. He later admitted he agreed to smuggle them for only about $4,900. That small payout ended with a massive sentence because he was given 13.5 years in prison and is expected to be deported after serving his time. Now, officially, reports say neither the sender nor the intended receiver of the Skims shipment knew anything about the illegal drugs. But let's be real, the way this whole story is set up has people side-eyeing everything. Something about it just does not sit right.
Kim and Chloe was my sister's assistants. Kim was doing closets. They didn't have any money. All that's a lie. They worked for Brandy. Brandy said, go shopping for me. They swipe the card and get Brandy 3 or 4 Jimmy Choo shoes or whatever, or clothes, whatever, and then they'll get themselves like 4 or 5 shoes too. Over and over for months and months and months until they ran up to like almost $1 million. Then my mom gave them the card. My mom don't spend money. My mom is very frugal. Mm-hmm. They spent like 100 bands on her card running it up, and that's how she found it.
Still fashion?
On all kind of shit, bro. They had my mom's credit card. They thought my mom spent like Brandy spent. And stole all their money, bro. They got caught. They had to pay it back. It's in court. They had to pay it back. It's just Brandy is a good person, and I guess she was in a situation where she couldn't speak on it, so they got away with it.
Now, we are only talking about claims and speculation here, but come on, the math is not looking clean. It makes people wonder how many other Skims shipments passed through customs with nobody checking too hard. And how do we know this was the first time something like this happened, instead of just the first time somebody got caught? To be clear, nobody is saying Kim Kardashian is running some criminal operation. But once you look at the reactions online, a lot of people are asking the same kind of questions. They think this story may go way deeper than one random truck driver making one bad move. One person online claimed You can't make hundreds of millions of dollars ethically. You have to cheat, steal, lie, and sell illegal substances to make that kind of money. Now, that is just one person's opinion, not a proven fact, but it shows how suspicious people have become.
What do you expect? The guy married on her. Like, what?
Oh, Lord.
Like, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, married her because she was one. Not he didn't know. He understood that he wanted that. He courted that. That's what he wanted, to base his
But maybe
family
she got
on.
a good heart, though. I know what you're going to say. Don't you say it, Katt. Don't you say it. I'm going to move the
If
conversation.
what I'm saying is not correct, then how does she end up with Pete Davidson?
I mean, it happens all the time.
And what if you weren't even good enough for Pete and he leaves you? What do that mean the product was?
Another person said Kim's financial records should be looked at closely before people completely clear her name. And honestly, people are connecting this to her early days in Hollywood too. Remember, before Kim became a billionaire brand, she was working as a closet organizer, stylist, and personal shopper for celebrities. One of those celebrities was Brandy. This was before Kim became linked to Brandy's brother, Ray J. Her Brandy hired Kim, trusted her around her personal life, and even helped introduce her to bigger names in the industry. And according to Brandy's family, Kim did not repay that trust with loyalty. She repaid it with a serious betrayal. Brandy's mother, Sonia Norwood, filed a lawsuit back in 2008, accusing Kim and some of her siblings of running up unauthorized charges. That case reportedly ended with the Kardashians paying the money back, which made the whole thing look even worse in the public eye. Ray J has also been speaking on this again recently, claiming Kim took close to $1 million from credit cards connected to Brandy and Sonia. And look, a lot of people love to brush Ray J off like he is just being messy. But this time, Sonia herself stepped in and backed him up in his ongoing legal fight with Kim and Kris. Back in December, Sonia filed a declaration supporting Ray J's request for the judge to dismiss the defamation lawsuit Kim and Kris brought against him. And in that filing, Sonia wrote, "In or around 2008, I discovered that Kim Kardashian and her siblings, Khloe Kardashian, Kourtney Kardashian, and Robert Kardashian Jr., had incurred around $850,000 in unauthorized charges maintained by members of my family. Before I filed suit, I told my son about the Kardashian siblings' theft. So this is not just random internet gossip anymore. This is coming from someone who was directly involved in the old case. And even after that drama, people say Kim's name kept getting linked to more questionable situations. In 2019, Kim was reportedly questioned by the FBI about her connection to Joe Lo, the Malaysian fugitive accused of stealing billions from a government investment fund. That right there had people asking, why does her name keep ending up near these kinds of stories? Joe Lo was accused of moving about $4.5 billion from a company tied to Malaysia's Ministry of Finance into accounts connected to him. But before he became an international fugitive wanted by the FBI, he was living like a king, surrounded by luxury private parties and major celebrities. We are talking Leonardo DiCaprio, Jamie Foxx, Paris Hilton, and yes, Kim Kardashian. According to FBI documents from 2019, federal agents questioned Kim about one very specific night in Las Vegas with Joe Lo. Back in 2009, Kim was reportedly at a Vegas casino with Lo and two producers from The Wolf of Wall Street. They were playing cards in a private room until the early morning, and around 5 a.m., Kim was ready to leave, but then a friend allegedly told her to stay because Lo was known for giving people casino chips at the end of the night. So Kim stayed, started calling out which bets to make, and somehow Lo hit big. And as a thank you, he reportedly handed Kim his chips. And those chips were said to be worth more than $350,000. That is not pocket change. That is the kind of money most people do not see in years, and Kim reportedly walked out with it after one night in Vegas. But trust, this story gets even crazier. Kim then went to the casino counter to cash out, and according to reports, they handed her $250,000 in cash. And get this, not in a fancy briefcase, not in a secure bag, but in a trash bag. A whole trash bag stuffed with $100 bills. Kim reportedly put that trash bag full of money inside her carry-on bag and jumped on a Southwest Airlines flight back to Los Angeles. And the rest of the money, around $100,000, she allegedly picked up during another trip. Once again, in a trash bag? That alone sounds like a scene from a crime movie. But it does not stop there. According to the FBI files, Kim was close enough with Joe Lo that he allegedly gave her another $100,000 to pay for fireworks at her 2011 wedding to Kris Humphries. On top of that, he reportedly gave her an extra $305,000 in cash. Now come on, does that sound normal to you? This is why people started looking at the story sideways. Kim was allegedly moving around with huge amounts of cash from a man who later became tied to one of the biggest financial scandals in the world. The FBI questioned her, and the whole thing left people asking how someone could accept trash bags full of money without wondering where it came from. Now, the FBI report does not clearly say why Joe Lowe gave Kim that much money, but let's be real. When someone hands over that kind of cash, people are going to wonder what was really going on behind the scenes. And some fans have even speculated that Kris Jenner may have been the one who helped Kim get close to Joe Lowe in the first place. Now, to be clear, that has not been proven, but people online keep bringing it up because Kris has always been seen as the mastermind behind the family machine, and when money is involved, fans say nothing about this family feels random. And speaking of Kris, that opens up a whole different rabbit hole. Back in 2009, Kris co-founded a private church called California Community Church. Publicly, she has framed it as something built around faith, Jesus, and community service. But for years, people have questioned whether the church was really about religion, or whether it was a slick way to protect family money. Apparently, Kris's church was registered as a non-profit charity, but reports claimed members had to pay $1,000 a month and donate 10% of their income. And because it was labeled as a charity, people have speculated that the Kardashians could use donations connected to the church for tax benefits. That is where things start looking extra shady to critics. Because if Kim or anyone in the family donates money to a church tied to Kris, they may get a tax write-off, while the money stays close to the family circle. That is why people online say it looks less like worship and more like a wealthy family money move. And then it gets even more interesting. Rumors have also linked Lou Taylor, Britney Spears' former business manager, to the church's setup. Lou has faced serious public accusations over her role in Britney's conservatorship and claims involving Britney's finances. None of this proves Kris did anything illegal, but the connections have people side-eyeing the whole setup hard, and allegedly some people online have tried to connect Lou Taylor's circle back to the Kardashians too. Now that part is still based on rumors and public speculation, not proven facts, but when you stack all these money stories together, fans start saying the same thing. Why does this family's name keep popping up around so many questionable situations? But if you thought the financial drama was messy, Kanye West took things to a whole different level. Last year, before he was banned from X, Kanye went on a public rant aimed at Jay-Z and Beyonce. He accused them of being controlled by powerful people and made comments about their children that many people felt crossed a serious line. Because of that, we are not going to repeat those remarks in detail. Then Kanye shifted his focus to Kim and her family and wrote, "There will never be an apology to the Carter family until they help me with my children. The Carters and the Kardashians are basically the same. Except the Kardashians are X." And that is where people got confused. Kim and Kris sued Ray J for defamation, even though his claims were nowhere near as extreme as what Kanye was implying online. But when Kanye made that shocking comparison, there was no huge public lawsuit, no loud legal threat, and no major response from the family. So now people are asking why they stayed so quiet. Was it strategy? Was it because they did not want to give Kanye's words more attention? Or was there another reason they refused to touch it? Either way, this is only one layer of the drama. Now let's bring it back to Katt Williams. When he spoke about Kim on Club Shay Shay, a lot of people said he was being rude and taking things too far, but when you really listen to what he was saying, it sounded like he was pointing to something much bigger than Kim just being a famous woman with drama around her name. Katt seemed to suggest that whatever is going on behind the scenes with Kim and her family may be heavy enough to make some men distance themselves, spiral, or leave the whole situation looking shaken. Again, that is his opinion. Not a proven fact, but after all these old allegations, FBI questions, money stories, lawsuits, and now this Skims shipment scandal, people are asking if you saw something others ignored. But now I want to hear from you. Do you think there is something sketchy about that truck driver being caught with illegal drugs hidden in a Skims shipment? Or is the internet reaching too hard? And what about Ray J's claims? Could he actually be onto something, or is this all just celebrity chaos getting blown up for views? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with somebody who needs to hear this.